Hi folks, I'm out for a walk today. At the moment I'm out on the common near where I live. The village where I live is behind me. I don't know if you can, probably can't see the houses, but yeah, so this common is just like this. It's all very short grass and lots of gorse bushes. The reason the grass is so short is because of all the animals that are on here. There's a load of donkeys there, all sorts of stuff, they're eating it away. But it's common land, so various farmers can use it if they've got commoners' rights. Anyway, I shall crack on. It's quite windy today, so I hope you can hear me okay. Yeah, it's funny this common really, because although, as I said, it's mostly just really short grass, there are actually a few flowers that grow here, wild flowers that grow here. I guess they grow quicker than the animals can eat them. So yeah, it's got some quite interesting, and you get there's a lot of birds here as well that seem to enjoy going in and out of gorse bushes. Quite often see a cuckoo around here a bit earlier in the year. Yeah, it's an interesting spot, and it's just on my doorstep. Okay, so we're off the common into the woods. I think, much as I like the common, I prefer the woods. It's not as windy in here either, so you should be able to hear me better. There's a lot of fallen trees in these woods. So this one here, it's obviously fallen down, partially fallen down and not all the way. And this one here, if you follow me on Instagram, you would have seen, I did some pictures of this a few weeks ago. It's quite incredible, this one, because it's so this tree here has broken off of there, snapped off, and it's sort of fallen down sideways and landed on itself, landed on the stump. So. And it's propped up there against that oak tree there. But yeah, what's the chance of that happening, eh? Very strange. A lot of the green stuff you can see growing in here, is the shrubby stuff is just holly. There's I don't know why, but the New Forest does have a lot of holly bushes in it. Obviously it's got trees as well. This is an oak tree here. Yeah, a lot of holly, which is nice because it means you've got something evergreen. Somebody's home there. I don't know if it's still used or not really. The strange thing is there's another one over here, or maybe it's not such a strange thing if it's rabbits. Actually that one looks blocked up, so I don't know. Some of you might know that there's been some problems with people leaving a lot of mess in the New Forest this year when they're camping out in the woods. I wouldn't call them wild campers because they're not, they're just ordinary people who don't really know what they're doing and just doing camping and taking their normal tents they'd use on a campsite out into the woods. Yeah, I'm not making excuses for them, but the trouble is the new forest authorities have closed the actual proper campsite, so that's why they've ended out, all these people have ended out in the woods, but there you go, still no excuse. Okay, so we've left the woods behind, came out of the woods over there, obviously crossed this country road over the little stile, so we're now onto a footpath which is going to go through a little hole in the hedge. Look at that. So the next part of the footpath goes along this hedge that you can see here. So there's a story to this hedge. A few years ago, quite a few years ago actually, me and my wife came down here and we picked sloes, because this hedge is mostly sloe bushes. I'll see if I can find some, but yeah, so yeah, we made sloe gin, and we've still got that sloe gin actually, we're still drinking it, so it lasts very well. Style that's seen better days. Luckily its fence has been battered down too, so I'm not going to be chopping it over. On top of a bit of a rise here, you can see down there there's a little farm, so they must own a lot of this land, I guess. Solid oak tree. So where I'm headed is straight on that way, and you can see that dark green there, headed towards those woods, so just keep strolling. So before we get to the woods, got to go past these cows. Obviously they're looking very curious as to what the hell I'm doing in their field, and there's a church up here, so I think this path ends out, see me, the path ends out yeah, right at the end of the graveyard, so that's where I'm heading, towards that church. I love the way they stare at you like they've never seen a human being before in their lives. Oh, that's interesting actually. They were staring at me, and as soon as I stood still and started videoing, no, they just couldn't care. They just go back to eating the grass. They must be used to people making YouTube videos around here. Okay, so as you can see, I've made it to the woods. Yeah, there's a lot of trees on the ground here that come over at various times, but there's some very old shape. Well, look at that. What's that all about? Some very strange shaped trees. I think it's where something, you know, there's been some growth, and I don't know what it is, to be honest. But yeah, very interesting. I've been looking for somewhere reasonably flat to stop and have a sit down, and get the transier going. So that log there, yeah, that'll do. First things first, get some coffee going. I love this setup. It's a little firebox nano twig stove underneath with a Trangia pot that you can see flaming away there, and this cup, metal stainless steel cup I got from the Bushcraft store, so it's TBS branded. It's absolutely perfect for this sort of thing. Nice and lightweight to put in my backpack, and does the job. Let's have a look. Let's see, yep, it's boiling. Okay. Let's get that. Oh, that's a bit hot. Let it cool down a bit. I think the flame's going everywhere with this. Right. I'm using the coffee filter bag thing here, so it's fresh ground Colombian coffee, and got this little pocket thing that it kind of unfolds and hooks either side of the cup. I've used it in other videos, so you've probably all seen it before. But yeah, it worked really well. You can get them on Amazon for about 50 for about tuppence. But so yeah, I've got far too many of them. But the thing is, I think it's the best coffee you're going to get, unless you're into the cowboy coffee. But I have done that, but there's a technique to it which I don't think I've got. So sometimes I end up with lots of grounds in the coffee, whereas this way it's a nice filter and it filters it all out. I think while I let that go through, I'm going to wind down this flame a bit, because this is way too hot at the moment. Okay, so what I'm going to cook today, while the coffee's brewing, is a sort of made up rice thing. It's just let me open this up. So in there it's some rice and some dried onions, dried leeks, dried mushrooms, almonds, salt, what else is there? Some herbs, mixed herbs I think, and parmesan, because I do like to put parmesan or some sort of cheese in everything I cook. So there you go. There's no actual meat in there, which is a bit disappointing, but I couldn't think of anything to put in there. But yeah, so it's all basically, it's a dried mix, and I thought I'd try this because it's just, you know, you buy these ready-made dried mixes where you just add water, but they've also got all sorts of rubbish in there that I don't really like wanting to eat. This one is just all natural stuff, as it were. So we shall see. I'm just going to add some water to it and boil it up and cook it a bit. I've got some olive oil as well, so I'm going to fry it a little bit with olive oil first to give it that nice olive oil flavour. Oh, garlic, it's got garlic in it as well. Garlic powder, which is really strong flavour of garlic, which is good as well. Yeah, so a bit of a fry up and then a bit of a boil and see what it's like. What could go wrong? Okay, so that's my olive oil. Let's get a bit of that in there. Okay, so the olive oil is heating up. Get these bits in there, making some good popping noises. Even when the Trangia is turned down, it's still really hot. Let's get this stuff in there. That's good. Well, now can you smell the cheese? Oh, you'll love that, Lee. Give it a bit of a stir with the olive oil. I'll be getting some water in there soon, because it's not going to... I just wanted to get a bit more fat in there, really. And a bit more of a kind of Mediterranean-y kind of paella or whatever. Risotto, I don't know. Right, so that's what it's looking like so far. Pretty much how I did before, but with a bit of oil on it. Right, get some water in there. So of course the downside of making it up is that you don't have any kind of instructions whatsoever, so you just got to put some water in and hope it's not too much, because that would be, well, I suppose I end up with soup. But you know, if you know my cooking, then you won't be surprised if this doesn't come out quite exactly how I want it to, but we shall see. It's needs it to boil a bit on the rice, so that's the lid. Get the lid on there, that'll help. Just check the trangier is still with us. Yep, it is. I've got it on the simmering, so calm it down a bit. And now I shall have my coffee. So while that's getting going, I'll just show you the view that I've got from this seat. Nice, nice woods, and nice and quiet. I've seen so many people today when I've been walking to here actually, but this spot is a very quiet spot, I think, because I'm away from the main paths and away from some of the roads, so that's good. That's what I want, a bit of peace. Well, it's boiling away nicely now. Whoops. The mushrooms, the dried mushrooms I've put in here are those kind of wild mushrooms you get. So and they smell amazing actually. That's what I'm getting a lot of the smell of now. Now they're starting to rehydrate, I guess. I don't think it's going to be that long actually. I mean, I can see that I should have maybe made some more, but this was just to try out the ingredients and the cooking really. I mean, I know how much I put in, and to be honest, it's not that long ago since I ate anyway, so this is just a little snack really, just a bit of fun out in the woods. But I'll definitely do this again, and you know, obviously up the amounts. But yeah, so far so good, guys. Alright, so I can see the water is definitely getting absorbed by the rice, so I'm not sure how long you're supposed to cook this rice for actually. I think this is risotto rice. Yeah, it's still a bit hard actually, not there yet. So I'm going to do something which I'm bound to regret, which is put some more water in. Just a little bit. And then boil it away. Let's get it up to heat again. Okay, so it's looking pretty good actually. It's definitely I don't know whether you can see or not, don't want to get too close, but the rice is got a lot bigger and it's absorbed a lot of that water. I'm just going to try a bit, without burning myself, to see if it's cooked or not. I suspect it probably is, to be honest. Yeah, it's not far off anyway. Yeah, that's good actually. That's good. And yeah, most of the liquid's gone, so that's pretty good. I think I'm going to call it done actually. So what I'm going to do, I think, is take it off the heat and let it cool a bit, because otherwise I'll do my usual trick of trying to get the food in my mouth too quick and burn my mouth. So yeah, let's take it off and let it cool down. Awesome. Well, it's pretty good. Tastes nice. Got all the I mean, I haven't been cooking very long, but all the flavours have melted together. You want to see what it looks like closer up? I don't know, just looks like rice with bits in, eh? Yeah, what I was going to do is Hang on, the camera's a bit. Yeah. What I was going to do was put some chorizo in there, because I thought that was, because the whole thing about this was sort of dried stuff that you could take with you if you were backpacking rather than just going for a little day hike like this. And I thought chorizo was some sort of dried cured sausage type thing, chopped up into small bits. I could have put that in there and that would have worked. Just didn't have any, that's all. So we had some yesterday, but we had it last night. Nice it was too. So yeah. So yeah, I don't know how good it is on the protein front. It's got almonds in it. They've got protein and cheese and mushrooms. Mushrooms got protein. I don't know what I'm talking about. But yeah, it's very nice. It tastes like risotto, I guess. Yeah, 'cause that's what it is really. Yeah. I mean, I didn't think this would be enough in a little pot like this, but I think it is. If I was walking, properly hiking, it wouldn't be enough because you need a lot of energy, don't you, for when you're doing that. But for just a nice little meal while I'm out, pretty damn good. Right, well, I won't make you watch me eat the rest of it. Okay, so that's where I was. That's where I was sat. That's the area of ground that I cleared so I could cook without burning anything. And you wouldn't know I was there, would you? No traces were left. Alright, well, I think I'll head off now. It's been a nice, quiet day out in the woods and some nice food. Definitely do that again. Try some different recipes, see how we get on. Hope you'll try it at home, eh? How about that? So as usual, if you like this video, then please give me a thumbs up, then I'll know you've liked it. And feel free to give me your thoughts in the comments. If you're not already a subscriber, then yeah, you could go ahead and subscribe, and then you'll get to know about videos when I come up. If you do subscribe, make sure you hit the subscribe button and hit the bell button to make sure you get emails and stuff. And anyway, that said, take care of yourself, folks. I shall see you all again on the next one. Cheers.